Cami here with the Fresno County Historical Society, where, as you know, we make history every day. Tonight is a very special night. We are at the Chandler Airfield, a historic airfield, where we are learning all about our USO history, and we're also doing a fundraiser that supports our educational programs. We're going to be talking to some of our board members, we're going to be talking to some guests, we're going to be having a great time, and you know what? So come just celebrate with us. We're having a great time. So, cheers, friends. So we are here right now with our chairman of our board for the Fresno County Historical Society, John Chandler. Hi, John. Thank you so much. You actually may remember John. We just went to his family farm for our ag tour episode that you just recently saw. John, what are we doing out here at Chandler Field?
So Cami, what we're doing here today is this is our annual gala where we raise money for the Historical Society that gives us the means as a nonprofit to preserve the history of our valley. We can go out and work with the communities, preserve the history, and share it with the public, and we make it available because it's so important to remember who we are by where we came from. And that's the real important part about the Historical Society, and what we do here as a board is working towards that goal, raising funds to take those items of what happened yesterday, what's happening today, what's happening tomorrow. It all becomes history.
Well, and I can tell you, as Director of Education, you know how important it is to me that we are able to share our history with everyone. Now, I understand your family actually has a lot of really great heritage with this airfield. Is that correct?
That's correct. So the Chandlers have been in the valley for a long time, and my great-grandfather was a farmer here in the valley. I'm still a farmer here in the Central Valley, and he owned this ground here near Fresno. And he was a very strong proponent of transportation, and he really saw aviation as the future of transportation. And Fresno needed an airport. The city asked him, hey, can we get some land to run an airport? And he said, yes, let me donate this ground so you can have an airport, because it was that important to him that we were connected in the future of transportation at the time.
So I'm going to ask you a personal question.
Sure.
Why are you so invested in the Fresno County Historical Society?
Because I really enjoy where we've come from and where we're going. And I think it's so important to be respectful and knowledgeable about your history if you're going to make a really strong future. And that's my interest of it. And I've always been a fan of history. And there's no better way to be engaged in history than locally and in the Valley history. We have a wonderful heritage here. Wonderful, from so many cultures, from so many different people, struggling to make it from the gold miners all the way to the immigrants that came in here. There's good and bad history, and it all makes us that wonderful mosaic that we are here in the Central Valley.
Great minds think alike, John.
That's right.
Thank you so much for talking
to us.
Thank you. Hey, are you going to go gambling?
I'm going to go over gambling right now.
All right, I'll see you there.
All right, thank you.
Bye, John. Alrighty, friends, so we just talked to John Chandler, our chairman of our board, but now we're going to talk to our Fresno County Historical Society president, Elizabeth Lavelle. And you know what? This woman is amazing. She is so dedicated to just Fresno County history and history in general. So let's talk to her and find out a little bit about what we're doing out here. Elizabeth, what are we doing? What's your role? What's going on here? What are we standing in front of? Tell me everything.
So, Cami, you know that my great-grandfather was Pop Lavelle, so it's kind of like history was born into my genes. And when I came back from overseas after being with PBS for so many years, and the job at the Historical Society opened up, it was the natural thing to do. Now, what we're doing tonight is we're celebrating the 1940s, post-World War II, kind of the celebration of all of the things that are Stars, Stripes, and Swing Gala It has been a ball. We're just finishing our dinner, and we're going to go. Oh, it was really good.
So good.
We are going to go over, and we have dancing and music, but you can see behind us these photos. This is our own Rosie the Riveter in Pinedale, California. When the war came, everything was converted. The ventilator plant converted to Rosie the Riveter. You can see all these guys. This one's actually at Chandler Field.
This one right here?
Yes. Two girls posing at Chandler Field. And there are just a couple of the images that are from the Pop Laval collection. And we are raising money so we can digitize all the images in the Historical Society collection.
And you know, fundraisers like this is literally what allows us to do these things.
Exactly.
And it allows us to provide not only our students, but our community members with access to not only our Valley history, but like our cultural heritage, our ethnic heritage as well.
Our
and
goal,
I know we're both
yes.
so passionate.
We are. Well, Cami as Director of Educational Services and myself as President, we spend a lot of time writing grants and holding events. This is the only way that we can raise money to do the archiving and the sharing of not images only from before, but capture what's happening today, because remember, we're making history every day.
Every day. So I learned something that I want to share with you. Because you know me, I'm a research addict.
Yes.
So I was researching 1940s, right? And I learned that because of World War II, there was, people, we did not have any resources. So nylon was being used to make parachutes, paint was being used for planes. So what women used to do in the 40s is they would take brown gravy mix that was rationed to them. They would rub it on their legs to make it look like it was nylon, and then they would take a Sharpie and run it up their leg to make it look like stockings.
Oh my gosh, and you know what? It's probably straighter than anything that we could wear today.
Exactly. One of the articles I read said they used a ruler.
Oh, I bet they did.
They used a ruler.
But we appreciate all that you do, and thank everybody for coming out to Star Stripes and Swing out here at Chandler Airfield. It is one of the best events that we've held so far, but remember, these events are the only way that we're able to continue to do the work that we love to do, which is chronicle and share the history for the generations yet to come.
All right, I'll see you on the dance floor.
You bet.
I'll see you on the dance floor.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so we've talked to John Chandler, the chairman of the board for the Fresno County Historical Society. We talked to Elizabeth Laval, who is the president of the Fresno County Historical Society. And now we're going to talk to my dear friend, June Boyce. June is dear to my heart. She's a board member, but she's also the director of community engagement for the Fresno Metro Black Chamber of Commerce. And we've been really working together to really try to unite our community and really tell truth about history. And I'm thankful to have you here, June. Thank you, honey.
Thank you.
All right, June, so why did you want to be part of the board for the Fresno County Historical Society?
This was a wonderful opportunity to be able to mesh the Historical Society with the African American Chamber of Commerce. I've worked with Elizabeth Laval for a long time, and I know she's a champion of making sure that history is told correctly. And so to be able to work and have our oral histories from the African American communities be entered into the Fresno Historical Society's icons, and also just to be able to tell our story. In the Time Travel Project, we were able to do some projects that talk about the history of the 93705 zip code, and it's just a good collaboration all the way around.
And you are a very, very huge advocate in the community, but you're also the director of community engagement. Tell me a little bit about that.
So what we do with the chamber, we work to help women of color who have businesses, and help them have equity, help them to be able to find capital to run their businesses, because the small business, that's that's the hub of the towns. When people come through the towns, they maybe go to Target or whatever. But to be able to go to a small little place that has wonderful jewelry or has great cookies and things like that, this is a wonderful opportunity. So we look for people in the community who have a heart to help small businesses, and then we can connect them with what's going on. Sometimes I know when we did a project, I think we did a project here some time ago, we used one of the small businesses who made wonderful cookies. So it's just it's a good business opportunity, but it's a good hometown opportunity to show what we have here in the Valley.
So if somebody wanted to get in touch with you or the chamber, either as a business or just as a community member to help, who should they get in touch with?
Well, you can visit our website, which is www.fmbcc.com. But Shatera Sangster is one of our people. I know she works with us as well. She helps with membership. So if you go on the website, though, you'll be able to sign up there if you want to, but you'll also see how to contact her if you want to be a member. And I mean, there's just so many benefits. They give so many webinars on how to have loans, how to get grants, how to start your business, how to write a business plan. They take a business from the start, helping them to write their business plan, all the way up to doing taxes, because that's the part that makes people scared, and then they kind of don't show up. But they take them from the business plan all the way to the taxes in the first year of business, so that they ensure success.
And if you have any questions, you can always go to Our Valley History. Send me a DM. I'm happy to send you all the information. But it's organized. It's people like you, June, that really help our community be cohesive and become one, and to tell the truth about history and to help our community thrive. So,
thank you.
Cami here with the Fresno County Historical Society, and I'm super excited because I ran into my friend John Paul, who I actually met last year during an ag tour. And John Paul is a board member in hiatus currently because he's super busy doing awesome things. But he's out here having fun with us, so hi.
Hi, this is amazing. Caught me completely off guard. Let's have our gala this year at Chandler Field, and wow, this is unbelievable. Blow your socks off. Food was fantastic, environment's fantastic, everyone's outfits are fantastic. This is what makes Fresno so special. And people like yourselves and the rest of the group that put this on, big special shout out to Candace Pendergrass and Candace Hill, and everyone else, and Elizabeth Laval, the whole group. Just honestly, hats off to everyone out here. I'm glad to see smiles on people's faces and people having fun. So it's a good time.
Well, and you have like super amazing heritage here in the Valley too. So
4 generations, proud, very proud. And so it's an honor to be part of something like this and continue on tradition. So yeah, I'm, as a 4th generation, I couldn't be more proud to continue to be part of something like this.
Well, we appreciate your support so much, and thank you for talking to us. And have you hit the casino tables yet?
I haven't tried my luck. I'm going to go there next.
I think you should head that way.
We're on our way.
All right. See you later.
See you later.
It's such a fun night tonight. I mean, last year, there were people who dressed out, but really everybody decked out in the 40s this year. It was really fun.
Everyone is to the nines.
Yes.
This is awesome. Well, are you going to go gambling?
I may lose some of my fake coins over there. I might do some of that too.
All right. I'll see you on the dance floor.
Okay.
Our amazing fundraiser event, our USO themed 1940s gala. This fundraiser really meant a lot to us because honestly, this is funding all of our educational programs and our archival programs that we're doing, and we really appreciate your support. So thank you so much. If you want to help out or find out more, you can always go to www.valleyhistory.org. You can hit me up in the DMs. You can check out our YouTube videos, our channel. Ayo, I guess we're having fun still. But thanks, friends. We appreciate your support. Good night.